There's another wave of comedy. There's no way to say whether it happened, how it happened. There had been phrasing in previous videos and in talking to friends about the full Monty awakening. And there had been hearing the words from seeming others that were perceived as the full Monty awakening about it already being the case, or that it was already the case, or it is true. So it's like it can appear to that there's a happening in this story or in the illusion of time. Oh my God, it's amazing how clear it is that none of that applies and that it's like when it's beyond conceptual, it was at a certain point it was obvious conceptually that that was accurate or maybe in a supposed moment was checked and seen to be true. And then there's it never wasn't the case. And nothing actually happened. It never wasn't. The full Monty never wasn't. Never or ever or whatever time words um, are meaningless. And the disorientation of the seeming body in the story and like the content of the thought memory, the locationlessness. It's so funny. It's so ordinary, but also so funny. It seems impossible in the narrative, um, anything that was said to be possible. What was said to be possible and impossible in like it now is as um nonsensical and flimsy as a fiction book. And like air, not anything anywhere. There's no vantage point. It never was. And nothing went, nothing disappeared. It just never was the case. Information. Yeah, whether a balloon animal is inflated or deflated, it never was a balloon animal. I mean, it never was an animal. It never was a balloon animal dog, never was a dog. Uh, it's so brightly, vividly. It's so, wow. What is expressible isn't, what isn't expressible is, but it isn't expressible because it isn't. And that's just communication is somehow seems to be inherently dualistic, unexplainably. What was just said is uh, not true or untrue and is inherently dualistic, which isn't. That's there's a reading Rumi. Totally conscious and apropos of nothing, you come to see me. Is someone here? I ask. The full moon is inside your house. My friends and I go running out into the street. This is very hard to read without my glasses. My eyeballs are the melting snow. Totally conscious and apropos of nothing, you come to see me. Is someone here? I ask. The full moon is inside your house. My friends and I go running out into the street. I'm in here, comes a voice from the house, but we aren't listening. We're looking up at the sky. My pet nightingale sobs like a drunk in the garden. Ring doves scatter with small cries. Where? Where? It's midnight. The whole neighborhood is up and out in the street, thinking the cat burglar has come back. The actual thief is there too, saying out loud, yes, the cat burglar is somewhere in this crowd. No one pays attention. Lo, I am with you always means when you look for God, God is in the look of your eyes, in the thought of looking nearer to you than yourself, or things that have happened to you. There's no need to go outside. Be melting snow. Wash yourself of yourself. A white flower grows in quietness. Let your tongue become the flower. A friend asked to meet yesterday. Let's get melty tonight. I'm ready to shift. The initial response was that there was no yes or no to that request. And then in apparent time, there was a no. There was and never is an actual doer or planner or cause and effect is nothing appearing as cause and effect. So in the story or in the appearance of cause and effect, or maybe even meaning, which is just story. Meaning has no meaning. The ready to shift is a joke. It can't be known, and there is no one to know, and there is no shift. And the response was what was being asked for more than will ever be comprehended. The concept, idea, or belief was that there is a person here who has something to offer a person there, and a belief in readiness to shift, and that this would give that. What was offered instead was a response that said, there is neither a yes nor a no. That is in the story seen to be what's being asked for. It is the pointing. It is the showing of that which can't be longed for um, by someone or wanted by someone. The imaginary knower doesn't know it doesn't know. What was offered was not knowing or not knowing. There had been words said that when asked, pointing would always be offered. For the character of the person, it would likely appear that he asked and it wasn't offered. The longing for hmm, no, I can see that language. It'll just be said. It's not accurate, but it's the longing for home. Annihilates, humiliates, discombobulates, embraces, pushes off a cliff. An idea, I'm ready. I want more of that. You have it. You can give it to me. You said you would give it to me when asked. I'm asking. The response, a seeming response that's no response. Words that cancel each other out and never have any valence are also neutral in it not being either. There not being a yes or a no is the pointing. And then the ultimate no is the reaching for an imagined person to a person being dropped by the imagined person and embraced by everything. Always, not always. Always is time. It just is. Embrace. It's embrace. It's all embrace. And there's no person asking and no person responding. No here or there. No then and now and later. Ma, 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 ma,